It's funny, man. I mean, the liberal corporate media, they keep talking about Thursday's presidential debate as the first presidential debate. And I have almost zero doubt that this is going to be the last presidential debate in 2024, at least featuring Joe Biden. I mean, just look at what we have. I mean, it's the earliest debate in history. The earliest up to this point was held in September, I think. And this is the first debate to be held before party conventions. And I think that there's a pretty clear reason why. I believe that the Democrats, they want to be able to end the candidacy of Joe Biden before the convention so that they can actually replace him with someone other than Kamala Harris. I mean, that's my working theory, at least. But anyway, CNN recently handed Trump a pretty major pre-debate victory by ending an interview with his spokesperson simply because she was just quoting all of the insane things that Jake Tapper has said about Donald Trump. And now the entire media is working overtime to run cover. And when there's cover to be run for Democrats, The View, the fine ladies at The View, they're all in.
You know, the first presidential debate of 2024 is airing on CNN on Thursday, but already it's mired in controversy after you-know-whose campaign press secretary was yanked from the network this morning. Take a look.
President Trump is knowingly going into a hostile environment on this very network, on CNN, with debate moderators who have made their opinions about him very well known over the past 8 years and their biased coverage of him.
My colleagues, Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, have acquitted themselves as professionals as they have covered campaigns and interviewed candidates from all sides of the aisle. I'll also say that if you talk to analysts of debates previous, that if you're attacking the moderators, you're usually losing. What do you expect from Joe Biden?
Well, first of all, it takes someone 5 minutes to Google Jake Tapper, Donald Trump, to see that Jake Tapper has consistently, frequently likened President Trump to Adolf Hitler.
Ma'am, I'm going to stop this interview if you continue to attack my colleagues. I would like to talk about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, who you work for.
I am stating facts that your colleagues have stated in the past.
Okay,
now, as
I'm
for
sorry,
this
guys.
debate,
We're going to come back out to the panel. Caroline, thank you very much for your time.
It's amazing, man. Listen to these trained seals in the audience just cheer and just think about what they're actually cheering for. They're cheering for people that still can't even say Donald Trump's name. They're cheering for an interviewer silencing debate about the motivations and the qualifications of a moderator of what will probably be the only presidential debate featuring Joe Biden. I mean, that's just amazing, man. And I think we should probably take the campaign's advice. Just a quick Google search of Jake Tapper talking about Donald Trump. And this is what you get. This is the unbiased moderator of the debate.
But now the Trump presidency is coming to an end, an era of just plain meanness. It must be said, to paraphrase President Ford, for tens of millions of our fellow Americans, their long national nightmare is over.
The dehumanizing rhetoric of Adolf Hitler is once again alive and well on a national political stage. This time, of course, in the United States. This time given life by former president and current Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump. I mean, who needs Pravda? You have Donald Trump right there repeating Russian propaganda. He did try to kill democracy once, and he's going to try to do it again.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, according to Jake Tapper, Trump is a Yahtzee. Trump is the second coming of the Reich itself. He's the end of democracy and probably all around the worst human on all of planet Earth, right? Yet somehow we're expected to believe that he can moderate a debate fairly and without bias. But honestly, you know, how could anyone who truly believes those things, if he truly believes it, how could that person not be biased? So either they expect us to believe that Jake Tapper doesn't actually believe those things, or that he really is the most trusted name in news. And I'm not sure which of those things is more unbelievable, right? Jake Tapper is not a good choice. Thankfully, it's not just Jake Tapper. They have Dana Bash, and we can trust Dana Bash, right?
Let's recognize this comment for what it is, a long-standing anti-Semitic trope that the true allegiance for Jews is to their religion rather than their country. It was used in Nazi Germany to justify the arrests, persecutions, and mass killings, attempted extermination of the Jewish people. And Trump has been pushing this trope for years.
Yeah, well, apparently not. Apparently she's just as bad. I mean, she's at least as insane. I mean, this definitely just as poor a choice, but who knows? I mean, maybe these people really are the fairest, most unbiased options at all of CNN. I mean, that might be true. Caitlin Collins, probably a little bit more unbiased, but she's already been pretty well destroyed by Donald Trump. But even if these people really are the best choice there, they truly are just not acceptable, right? Which honestly, I think it's going to make a real victory for Trump all that more satisfying. I mean, I can't imagine a world where he does not completely destroy Joe Biden. And to do it with these guys working against him at the same time is going to be all that more satisfying, for me at least, but not for the poor propaganda victims that foolishly rely on programs like The View to help form their worldview. They really do not see what's coming.
But I love the way she handled it, because back in the day, you know, journalists in the days of, like, let's say, Walter Cronkite and
people wouldn't have done that to Walter.
People wouldn't have done that, but or Peter Jennings. You know, you always saw and gave opportunity for both sides. It was what journalism was. I think Lester Holt said it best. Our world is different now. Mm-hmm. We're in the world of alternative facts, as created by our favorite person, Kellyanne Conway. And when he was receiving the Edward R. Murrow Award for Lifetime Achievement in 2021, he said this. He said, "I think it's become clear that fairness is overrated. The idea that we should always give two sides equal weight and merit does not reflect the world we find ourselves in. Decisions to not give unsupported arguments equal time are not a dereliction of journalistic responsibility or some kind of agenda. In fact, it's just the opposite. Our duty is to be fair to the truth." And that's what she was doing. She was being fair to the truth. She was trying to get to the facts. She refused to get to the facts. She instead wanted to sort of, it was ad hominem attacks. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And when that happened, you cut the mic. You cut the mic, and that's what she did. But he said, enough with both sides-ism. When one side lies intentionally and repeatedly, they are no longer entitled to the benefit of the doubt.
Is it possible that these people just really do not hear the words that come out of their own mouths? I mean, she talks about one side lying, and she says that side doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. And somehow her and that entire room full of people think that the side that is telling the truth is the side that has been telling you 24/7 that Donald Trump is a bloodthirsty wannabe Hitler that promises to be a dictator and promises a bloodbath if he loses. That's the side that they say is truthful. I mean, that is just so, it's insane. I mean, she says CNN did the right thing and shut off the mic to protect attacks, ad hominem attacks, she says, which is just, I don't think she knows what that means, but they cut off the mic to stop someone from, basically they tried to stop this person from actually quoting Jake Tapper. That's what they stopped.
Benefit of the doubt.
And we should keep in mind, too, that the people that need to hear this are the people who are running the networks that are okaying this. Because this idea, it's like they say to you now, you can only work within this perimeter. Mm-hmm. But if the facts are not clear to people, that was what a journalist was there to do, to say, in fact, this is what went on and this is how we checked. Now, we've been given doubts that people don't know how to do this. The media has pretty much always been fair to each side. Mm-hmm. And now when we've gone to this place where you only hear this, see, we have to tell you both sides. That's why Alyssa's here. That's why Anna's here, because we don't all think the same way. And it's like you all don't think the same way. So you want to hear what other people say. But when they're lying, we can't have it. No. We can't allow on this show to have things said that we know for a fact are not true. Mm-hmm. That's what it used to be. That's what it needs to go back to be. And that's where y'all come in. It's okay to feel how you feel, but demand the truth. Demand folks fact check what they're telling you.
There is no possible way that she can actually believe the things that she's saying. She says the media is fair and has always been fair. She says that The View, of all places, is fair. She says that The View offers both sides. I mean, Sunny Hostin, Joy Behar, and Whoopi Goldberg are we're to believe are counterbalanced by fake former conservative Alyssa Farah Griffin, who they beat up all the time. She cannot possibly believe that. She doesn't believe it. She expects you to believe it. She expects you to believe that The View just won't allow untrue things to be said on the show. And like I said, these are the same people that have told you that Donald Trump promises bloodbaths and dictatorships and that he called racists very fine people. I mean, just when you look at it in the aggregate, man, it's just so damn unreal. I mean, it's so, these people are insane. I mean, they are just fully and completely insane. And this is what we're up against, man. This is what we're up against. Truly, truly remarkable stuff. But that's just my take, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already, guys, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.